Hi everybody. So I am Rochelle Raye Anthony and I have had my business in the beauty, well, the hair industry to be precise, for the last 12 years. And I specialise in hair extensions and in balayage creative colouring. I opened up my salon on a high street where there was 5 others. So I am living proof that you are you and that's your power.
And you actually started as a freelancer, didn't you? Tell us a bit about that.
I did. So I used to do things mobile. I would actually get all of my kit, pack it up in a car, take it from different clients' houses to different clients' houses. And then I was like, I'm not really utilizing my time as well as I could be. So I actually started doing it I was living at home at the time, but in my parents' living room. And it was so funny because my parents are like the sweetest people, and they literally would be in the dining room, which was next door, and like eating as quietly as they could so that they're not bashed together. And I would literally put my clients in front of the TV and it would just be me and them. I think when you are a solopreneur, I don't want anyone to knock it or put themselves down. Like, you are a business owner, and I always say, if you want a business and you want it to be taken seriously, you have to take it seriously. So don't let anyone tell you, oh, it's just a little side hobby or a side hustle. No, that's your career and you run a business. I honestly think that one of the key things as a business owner is to recognize when your brain is actually tired. You know, in this industry, we are very physical. We're using our hands, our backs, we're stood up for the entire day. We're jabbering away to clients. You know, we're therapists. We are constantly talking the whole time. And I always say, you know, when you get a cold or an illness of any kind, that's your body's way of saying slow down. And it's recognizing that you potentially can't do everything, and that's okay. Because I was there managing my entire diary online and DMing people and sending out text messages and reminding people every single week. And that was adding on an additional 2 to 3 hours of my day. I don't have 2 to 3 hours of my day. So it's utilizing platforms that are out there that, cut these jobs in half and do the job for us so that we can be the best stylists, the best beauty therapist, whatever your career might be.
How do you use social media and how can a freelancer make the most of it?
So the thing with social media is it is continually changing, and there is more and more platforms that you have to get, control of. When I first started, Facebook was massive. Now we very rarely get, bookings on Facebook. It's a very different market. But I think ultimately it's actually understanding your reader and your, target demographic. My target demographic when I started was very young, 20-year-olds, mid-20s. These are women that were living at home, that were all about glam at the weekend. It was going that little step further, like styling hair and then getting them to do a tag and say, take a selfie in a mirror, and making the salon very aesthetically pleasing so that it encouraged the selfie generation to snap a selfie, tag our company, and then I actually tapped into all of their network. But social media now has changed. It's not just enough to do a before and after. You can be so impressive with your before and after, but the reality is we are changing the industry. We're showcasing that we are scientists. We're mixing up formulas. We're color correcting a lot of the time. And actually, we're proving our worth. So it's changing and it's more educational.
So how do you build a brand if you're starting from scratch?
It's knowing who you are and what you offer, and it's digging deep to what your why is. And if you want to stand out in a crowded market, you have to find a USP, because it's not just enough to be like, I'm a really good hairdresser. But why? You have to dig deeper and do the work yourself to find out what makes you different. Why did you start your business? Is it to help mums feel and look great? Is it to, help stylists progress? Is it whatever it might be? You just have to make sure that you know what it is and then go hard with it.
How do we get the clients?
So clients will come a lot of the time through referral, recommendation, and it is a lot of the time word of mouth. So social media is a powerful use of word of mouth, but it's making yourself approachable. It's understanding that every reach out that comes to your page, don't leave them for days. If you aren't working and you're taking a bit of time off, get an automated message that says we are closed. Mine says we're closed for beauty sleep. We will reopen on Tuesday at 10 a.m. and we will respond to you then. So that client then knows the reason why we're not responding is because, even though I do jump on most of the time and do it, they know that the reality is this is a salon that's worked or closed, or the freelancer's unavailable, and actually they're going to eventually get back to me.
I think your insight has been absolutely incredible. So what are your final Sunday session motivation for the vault? Hit me.
So my biggest, and always quote this, is no one is you and that's your power, and go hard or go home. It's remembering that you have to put in every little last ounce to get something off the ground, and it's not going to be free sailing. It's not going to just coast. You're going to have to continually put that work back in. But if you build the foundations, you know, the fundamentals of business, you're onto a good winner if you've got passion, heart and drive. So no matter what it is, just keep going, and remember that we're not just hairdressers, we are every single little thing in between.